control comes back to me. Oh my goodness, there's a new mechanic. Chapter 14, 1:28 p.m. PM? Be AM? I'll have to look at my recording, but yeah, like 1:28 p.m. We just jumped to the next day. I'm like, but what? But about the disappearing at dawn? And Tepsic Park, the site of the little lady Camilla's abduction tonight. The place where an important piece of evidence, the music box, is hidden. Wonder why our lady detective is looking so dejected. I mean, at least she isn't dead, but what did she find? She found a really cool animation of spinning a leaf, that's for sure. Okay, I can't get... Why can I only look to the right? No, whatever. There we go. Wait, huh? What's he doing here? La 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 la, let me spend a moment's time with you, my love. The world will not end if the food delivery is a little late. A little late? It's already ice cold. Okay, now though. Like, I could just do this as a recording. Like, I could just do this as a stream. Like, do you want to just listen to some, like, groove and watch Lynne twirl a leaf back and forth on her finger? Because I could do that. I could just do this for hours. Also, there's a hand sticking out in that bottom left corner. I see. Okay, let's get to work. Can't reach. Hey! Can't reach! I can't reach! Do we have to, like, time it? There we go! Perfect, perfect. There we go. La la la. Yeah, buddy. If you're gonna be sitting here swinging instead of delivering food, swing harder! And he's like, yeah, alright. Okay, so we have a basketball. A globe climber. We can spin a boot. Leaflet, leaflet. A love letter. Oh. Russell. Okay. Okay. What are we doing up here? We're getting closer. Rugby ball, no. Oh. Spin. Jump out of there. Oop, gotta go like that. And now we go like that. Like, you know that I travel through the phone lines. Couldn't you just wait by the phone? Hi, Lynne. Oh, there you are, Sissel. From your dejected expression, I gather you didn't find what you were looking for. Right, I can't find the music box anywhere. I found something else. Something horrible. Horrible? What's that? Dead body. There in the grass. You better see for yourself. Yeah, that looks like a dead body. And she's like, you know, that's par for the course tonight. I nearly died when I saw it. I suppose now that we found it, we can't just leave it there, can we? No, I suppose not. I mean, depending on, like, if it's, you know, one of the assassin peoples, you could. All right, so we can open the lid. Not that we need to yet, but all right. Oil drum, just what is it? The mascot? A creepy looking mascot. Trout, ooh, something over there too. Oh, hi. I forgot about you. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the rock of the gods. You there. Wait, you're talking to me, aren't you?
I have some leaflets for you, leaflets I know you'll be interested in. I urge you to pursue it thoroughly, examine it in detail.
Yeah, never mind that. Do you remember your name?
My name! My name. What does my name matter, man, when there's more important things to worry about?
Okay.
Come on, study these tracks with me, my brother. Come and learn about the Rock of the Gods with me. The night is no longer young. As a matter of fact, daybreak is approaching, but we are young.
Yeah, look, I don't have time to get involved in your way of life. I am interested, however, in your way of death. So let's go back to 4 minutes before your death. All right. 8:25, yeah, so we saw this earlier.
And so I made up my mind. I resolved to live here in the park and defend it.
Okay, and what does that have to do with this Rock of Gods you mentioned?
You still don't appear to understand. It's written quite clearly in the 4th leaflet in great detail.
Yeah, excuse me, I have to use the restroom. Ah! Oh, never mind. I thought that was the guy yelling. No, that was Camilla yelling about...
I'm coming! Hold on! I will be right there!
Whoop.
I've located the target, beauty. A girl of the right age coming out of the right apartment building at the right time.
And whoop.
Yes, my dear, I'll ever so gently nab her and come right back to your side.
Doop, doop.
Good evening, young lady. Won't you come with me?
And my voice is a little bit shot after 2.5 hours, but I'll try my best. It does deserve a water break, though.
Oh, gods, what do I do? What should I do? I have to do something.
And Camilla's just like, I'll do something. Oh, I see. Womp womp, what the? I don't see. What the? What in the world? What just happened?
Oh, that's Mino.
Mino?
Mino the mascot, the symbol of Temsic Park.
Yeah, no, forget about the name of that big creepy lump of concrete. I'm talking about the way it changed direction. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. Witnessed it with my own eyes. The power of the Rock of the Gods. That was the power of the gods. The power of the gods saved the little girl.
Yeah, and then that same power very deliberately crushed you instead?
Yes, precisely. That's the mischief of the gods.
Is it the mischief of the gods or a ghost trick? No, it couldn't have been a ghost trick. No ghost trick could change the direction of something that heavy in midair. But wait a minute. What if there was someone with much greater powers than me? I mean, you already know that there is. Because you can't manipulate the living and someone else can. Look at that, there's another flame beside mine.
Oh, so that's the flame of a god, is it?
Wait, hold on. Oh, wait, no, that's still him.
Whoa, hold on. Your spirit's a flame too, isn't it?
Yeah, so?
Pardon me, but are you a god?
I sincerely doubt that. The last minute, the big lump of concrete made a huge swing to one side. That was probably that flame's doing. Who could that be?
I definitely believe it's either God or somebody God-related.
Yeah, okay, maybe I better try talking to this person.
Will you take me with you?
No, you just stay over there, sir. All right. What the? This person with much greater powers than me? It's you?
Hey, Sissel!
Yay! I mean, I guess I'm sorry that you're apparently dead again, but... Oh, that's funny. I didn't expect that. Like, someone out there has greater powers than me. Who is it? It's little Pomeranian, but... Okay, now though, I have to change our background. All right, there. It's not the most dignified of things, but here we got Sissel and Missile. There. Oh, I like this chapter. Oh my, it's
Missile!
You look well for being dead.
Did you see what I did? I did it! I tried really hard and I did it! I saved Miss Camilla! Are you telling me I was done in by a puppy dog?
Missile, what's going on? How did you get the powers of the dead?
I am glad you asked. After Miss Camilla went out and you left...
Bob, I remember this scene.
I worked like crazy to make my own path, and I did it!
Good boy, Missile. Good boy.
And then I followed Miss Camilla out into the big wide world. And then, here at this park, I found her at last. Yes, you guessed it, I barked! You bet I did, I went running after her too.
Oh. Poor buddy.
And then I guess I died.
And then I was unconscious for a little while.
When I came to, it was all over. Poor Miss Camilla. Crushed under the big scary lump.
And that explains why she has a core when you saw her. So she died and Missile went back in time to say, oh, good boy, Missile. Okay. Oh, what have I done? Oh, I'm sorry, that's the lead. What have I done? I changed the voices of these characters.
I'm so sorry, little lady, please forget.
That's switching into that, forgive me. I can't get his voice. Like, all right, let me think. Let me get the... It's like, oh, beauty. You know I love... Okay, there we go. I'm so sorry, little lady. Please forgive me.
It's Camilla. I had to rescue Miss Camilla. It was up to me. I cried out from the depths of my heart. And then... I can't tell you how surprised I was, but I bet you understand, right?
Yeah, probably better than anybody else could, actually.
And I remembered what you did for me and how you saved me.
So, you went back, right? Back 4 minutes before her death?
You bet I did!
Oh, that's cool. He gets his own color, too. Yes, my dear. I'll ever so gently nab her. Come right back to your side. He does that. She shoves him. Okay. And then... Wub, 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 wub. The power of Pomeranian.
Now's my chance, I thought. I saw the core.
I don't know. That looks pretty far.
I stretched out my paw toward the core. Oh, how I felt at that moment. I'd love for you to be able to feel it too. Go ahead, Sissel. Go ahead, try it for yourself.
What? I can't believe it. How can you connect over such a great distance?
Well, they don't call me Missile for nothing.
Huh, and so then you manipulated that Mino thing and threw it aside?
Right on top of my head.
Well, no, actually. Huh? I can't manipulate things like you can, Sissel. But you can't? But then how did you... Well, I didn't know what to do. Then I happened to see something out of the corner of my eye, and it had a core too. A single leaf hanging from the tree. I tried reaching up to the leaf. What? So, what, you didn't hear it on this because it didn't pick up because of my noise gates and stuff. But as soon as I connected that, there's a thunder thing outside. Like, I connected that and there's this green lightning, and outside it just went... I really wish that had picked up on the mic because that was perfect timing. What in the world? I can't manipulate things, but apparently I can swap them. Oh, as long as two things have the same shape, that is. Swap things with the same shape? Go ahead, try it. Press swap. Whoop. That is incredible. So that's how you saved your mistress.
That's how I became caught up in this, is it?
I am very sorry. My powers were too meager.
Meager?
Because you see, I saw one more. I happened to notice one more core. There was something with the exact same shape stuck in the branches of a tree.
Oh, hey, you're right. If Mino could be swapped again,
then disaster wouldn't have to rain down on my head.
But what is that thing? It's too big to be a leaf.
Whatever it is, I'd much prefer it on my head than Mino.
So why didn't you swap them?
I couldn't. I can stretch out my paw further than you can, Sissel. But it was too far for me. I couldn't reach.
I must admit, it's a fascinating spectacle of my death, if I do say so myself.
I kept retrying over and over and seeing if there was something I could do.
Well, I bet there's something we can do now.
Huh?
Well, if we work together, you and me.
Sissel, you think so?
I don't plan on letting anybody die in front of me tonight. You think you could help me?
Of course!
Naturally!
So we're gonna drop the Mino thing in a different spot. All right, let's try it. Let's go back again. 4 minutes before. Oh, I am excited. Oh, I am excited. All right, let's get started. 4 minutes from now, you'll swap Mino with the leaf, and then you have to swap Mino with something else. Something with the same shape.
Oh, I believe that's a rugby ball.
Okay, rugby ball. But with the rugby ball where it is, Missile can't reach it, so that means I have to move it closer. Looks like you and I are gonna have to work together on that one, Missile.
Okay, I'm ready. Whatever you want to use my swap trick, just press V.
I mean, the power of the soul. Ooh.
That way you'll be able to control me. And then if you press V,
control comes back to me. Oh my goodness, there's a new mechanic. What are we, chapter 12 or something like that? Oh, that is fun.
together we can stop Mino from hurting anybody.
Oh, there we go. Whomp. Whomp. Okay, whoa, pause time, though. Of course, we have to listen to the dialogue, because, like, do I need a hint? No, but, like, of course we have to listen to them, because it's Missile. It is the dream team, Missile&Sissel together at last. Or, again, they already were, but now Missile can do stuff himself. It's like, with the power of manipulation and the power of swapping, Missile&Sissel combined to make, well, like Missile&Sissel, because you can't just, like, portmanteau their names, because it just is, they both end in. It ends in Issel either way. It's Missile. Is it Missile? Missile, yeah. All right, here you come already.
I swore to myself not to repeat my mistakes.
Mistakes?
When somebody's in trouble, you should lend them a hand, otherwise you'll definitely regret it. And now the recklessness of youth has taken over, giving me lightning fast speed.
Huh, I've been thinking, if we could stop this man from running, maybe he wouldn't get squished.
It won't be easy to stop the recklessness of youth that's taken over.
Stop him, huh? So, wait, we have to stop him, but also swap the thing? Okay, I mean, I guess we'll go and try and stop him. Oh, yeah, do this. Got it. Whoa, no. I couldn't. Well, let's see what happens. What if he... Yeah, all right, so you can't get into the ball to go over. But you can launch it. You can, okay.
What do you think of my lightning fast pace?
I wish you'd knock it off. That's what I think. We don't have time to prepare. I think we're gonna have to find some way to stop him from running.
As far as I can see, the only way to do that is to use the playground equipment.
What?
You know, the seesaw, the swing, those things.
Precisely! Except there's one more piece of equipment to be exact.
Stop him with the equipment. Maybe I should rethink things here. Oh, but... No, trying it. There we go. Okay. That should help, right? That maybe gets Sissel over. Oh, gotta open this one, right? We both inhabit the same core. Oh, it's too heavy, the seesaw won't budge.
Maybe because of the swap I made.
About a little ball is all I can handle. Okay, here's what I want to know, though. If Sissel is in it... No, you can only talk. Okay.
I'm sorry about all this trouble, Sissel. If only my paw could reach further. I could have swapped the big lump one more time.
Swapped it with the rugby ball.
Yeah, that's all right. That's what we're gonna do now, together.
I'm gonna give it my best.
The first thing to do is find a path to the rugby ball. What if... well, sure, what do they say? No! Every time I hit that button to hear what they say, he comes running in. No. I don't want to do that. Hit the wrong button. Can I? Yeah, all right. Can I move this? So heavy, I can't move it very much.
Maybe because of the swap I made.
I guess a little ball's about all the way to can. Yeah, I know, but... Well, okay, what else can Missile do? Cancel, no, I just want to... So Missile can go... everywhere.
Look at this funny flattened ball. It's the same shape as horrible Mino. But it's too far to swap from here.
Even this ball is starting to look horrible to me.
I'll have to find a way to get the ball closer to Mino.
Knock down from the tree, I say.
There must be something we can do. Yeah, I'm trying, but I'm still learning about... Look, I've had, what, like, it's 1 a.m.? I forget when you died, like 7 or something. I've had a few hours to practice with my ghost tricks, but this is all new territory to me, man. I can't swap in while the seesaw is moving. No, not that. But what if I move? Yes. Okay, I think I have it. I don't have it. I gotta get Missile out of it. Here, Missile, you go over there. If I go in here... No. Oh, okay, there we go. Time is passing. Well, actually, here, let me wait. I'm gonna let him jump. Oh, it didn't let me ghost in it. I thought that was gonna be it for sure. Like when it catapulted you up, you'd get out, but it doesn't let you. Ooh, this gets a lot more complicated with 2 moving pieces now. Like, difficulty goes from, like, here to, like, here. It's... I want to hear this, because I always press it too late. All right, Missile, your powers are key this time.
Okay, I'm ready. I can swap anything that has the same shape.
Just call me. Just try a bunch of things and see how it goes. All right, now the other thing is, do we think there is anything else? Oh, I can't look around. Right. I just want to look around for things that are the same shape. So circle, circle, circle. And then there's the love note that comes down. Is there anything else with a square shape? Not really. I mean, like, you could swap the pieces of paper around, but I don't think you need to. So I think it's just the balls and... All right. All right. I mean, it is a little also difficult, his speed of youth, that you don't have a lot of time to experiment now that you have this new power. But I also want to see things like, okay, what happens if he jumps on this and, you know, the basketball flies up? And, like, what happens if the tire flies up? I guess that's the one bonus of him going so fast, so we don't have to wait very long to test it. Science can't move forward without water breaks. All right, basketball goes kind of high, but not very. Now, tire. What does tire do? It'd be handy if I could test multiple things per time, but I can't. Now let's see what tire does. I was like, baseball goes all the way up, basketball goes right underneath rugby ball. What happens if he jumps on the seesaw with the tire? I'm still not sure how to, like, they're like, slow him down, but I don't know how. Okay, bump. Nothing, it just rolls over. So I'm not sure how that helps. Presumably you need something. Oh, and also you can't. This is another one of those, I tried it the first time and it doesn't let you do it. And then it does. All right, get into basketball. Spin the climber some more. All right, that's different. Oh, I didn't see that coming.
Don't you know the first thing about the globe climber?
Huh?
Even little children treat it with the respect it deserves. They know unless you spin it gently, there's no stopping it.
Oh yeah, it does look pretty dangerous.
Looks like I'm just destined to fly through the air like this for a while.
Huh. Well, that just would buy us some time.
Maybe he'll just keep spinning around like that the whole 4 minutes.
I'm sorry, I don't think I could stand it for that long.
Yeah, anyway, we stopped him from running for a bit. Let's see what we can do while we have this chance. Sorry, buddy, Now, I don't know what the love letter... Like, clearly this is gonna do something. Like, why? I guess that just gets you up here. The umbrella. The umbrella goes down here. The basketball will hit that.
Oh, that was so close. If it hit the ball, it would have knocked it down.
Is that all this umbrella can be used for? For knocking the rugby doll down?
Don't forget about my powers.
Don't forget about my recklessness of youth.
So I don't know if that means we messed up, or... That gives us time. I am curious about this. I guess I go into the, open. Well, I mean, the basketball went exactly where I wanted it to. Oh. I was like, but it didn't knock, like, it didn't hit it or anything. No, I think I get it. Okay. So now, if I can navigate through it, put that in, that'll be heavier, pulls down on the yes. We move the ball. What do you think, Missile?
With the ball there, I think I can do it.
Just a few seconds, you'll swap Mino with the leaf, and then from there, you can swap Mino one more time. The final moment's near, Missile. Are you ready?
You bet.
Trick time. All right. Wait, do I have to? No, I don't have to do this part right though, right? Or do I? Because like our other ghost powers should work, right? I mean, I'll stay here just in case. Okay, push, drop, swap. Okay, yeah. So it is doing it.
Okay, watch me, Sissel. Here I go.
Finishing touches, you can do it. Weird that they're like, you can do it, Missile. Make sure to swap Mino with that ball. Like, by the time you finish this puzzle, you're like, yeah, I get it. But. And then, bop.
There, how's that?
My head has been spared. Truly, that was a try worthy of the gods.
And now Mino is right where he belongs.
We did it again, didn't we? Didn't we?
Fate averted. Just in case. That seems like a good screenshot.
Now nobody has to die.
Well, except for one brave little somebody. Huh? I'm talking about you, Missile.
Oh, me? I guess you're right. I'm still dead, aren't I?
All right, let's go back and save your life.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
Now that I think about it, I think I want to stay dead a little longer.
Wait, what?
When I was alive, I couldn't even help Miss Camilla when she was in trouble. I want to be able to protect Miss Camilla. And to do that, I need the powers I have now.
I see.
Perfectly understandable. Even I wish I had powers like that.
Wait, hey, we just saved you. Don't wish your life away already.
Of course, you're right.
All right, Missile, have it your way. By the way, Mr. Reckless Youth, there's a certain detective who needs that music box you found. When we get back to the present time, can you give it to her?
Certainly, you have my word.
Let's go back then to the present.
Does that mean we permanently have Missile now? I mean, that means much more complicated puzzles, but... So Camilla ended up in the hands of the kidnappers. We weren't able to change that part. Then listen to my story without saying anything. Sorry, I wish there was something else I could have done.
No, you did the best you could.
I'm sure she's all right. After all,
she has me.
Missile? Are you in there?
Miss Lynne, leave Miss Camilla to me. I know I don't look like much right now, but I'm sure I can help her.
Missile?
Miss Lynne!
Okay, so you don't get Missile for all of your stuff, but I'm gonna leave it up to Missile. Like, we can take an educated guess, I think, you and I here. Yeah, you and I, that we'll probably see him again before the night is through. Kind of looks like Missile's being left up to the wind. Boop, boop.
I have something to give you. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods.
Hey, aren't you forgetting your promise?
But, pardon me. Force of habit, man. My apologies, this is for you.
Oh. You kept the music box safe, didn't you? Thank you.
Not at all. I was only doing what the Rock of the Gods would have, want, detected.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Oh, he's mesmerized by my beauty. Hey, the cat's not allowed to get your tongue.
Excuse me, but are you... No, it couldn't be.
We met before?
Aren't you the little girl from that time? I'll never forget it. It was 10 years ago in this park.
10 years ago? Are you talking about... We talked to him or her? I guess him?
Here in this park, the gods surely control fate. Day, 10 years from that day, we meet once again. If that isn't the power of the gods, what else is it?
I mean, it could just be coincidence, but apparently you know our lady detective here? Can you tell us about what happened 10 years ago?
Of course, I was actually about to do that.
Okay, what's this Rock of the Gods you keep mentioning?
Don't you know, it's right there in front of us.
Missile. Wait a minute. You say G-O-D-S. Do you mean D-O-G-S?
Of course not. Don't be silly. This is no time for ridiculous word games. You're standing just above the Rock of the Gods now. Take a good look at the monument.
Monument? Rock of the Gods, Temsic Park. The Rock of the Gods?
The rock's buried in the ground right there. It's been there these 10 years. Ever since that day it flew down from the heavens and showed us a miracle.
A miracle? So this rock you've been talking about is a meteorite?
Precisely, it dropped from the sky on that day 10 years ago, of course. Surely you know all about it.
Me? I think we need to know what happened 10 years ago. There's a lot going on apparently 10 years ago.
That day I just happened to be passing through the park. I had no idea that would change my destiny. The sun was going down and through the gloom, I heard the scream of a little girl.
We've seen this scene before, but, you know, just calm down. Drop the weapon.
Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. I peeked out fearfully from the bushes and saw some shadowy figures. I didn't see the face of the criminal clearly. I knew I should do something to help, but I couldn't move. The tension was so thick it was painful, just when I couldn't stand it any longer. That's when it happened. The sky suddenly burned bluish white. When it crashed into the ground, the meteorite gave off a shower of beautiful fragments. And then I saw it. One of those beautiful fragments pierced the criminal's back. The judgment of the gods was brought down on the park that day. "10 years ago, the little girl that was you was saved by the Rock of the Gods."
I can't believe it.
The Rock of the Gods was given the name Temsic, and still today it lies sleeping deep in the park's earth.
I never knew about this Temsic. I always thought Detective Jowd was the one who saved me.
You were very young then, and you passed out from the shock of being taken hostage. Of course you wouldn't remember.
Wait, but that's funny. A huge incident like that should have caused quite a stir. It's strange you never heard of it, Lynne. It is, isn't it? But now that I think about it, I remember I didn't want to think about what happened. I avoided the news and I never came back to the park again. It's true, she specifically said, like, don't go to that park, bad things happen. That's why I didn't know anything about it.
Meteorite was named Temsic after the name of the park it fell in, and then the Rock of the Gods was forgotten. Now an awful thing is happening. They're talking about turning the park into a housing site. I'll never forget the miracle I witnessed that day. So I've taken up residence in the park. I'm trying to appeal to the people. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods. That's my mission.
I see. I'm taking you with me, Missile. So 10 years ago, the little girl that was Lynne wasn't aware of the meteorite. I get that. But Detective Jowd, on the other hand, there's no way he didn't know about this Temsic thing. And if he knew, the man died, I took his life. What was the confession of all about? That's true then. Who did he kill? Because, I mean, Jowd gets more and more confusing. Because, like, okay, he admits to the murder. Okay, he's trying to protect Camilla, even though it's stupid, but fine. But then it's like, because he feels guilty about shooting the guy that took Lynne hostage, except he never did that. So what happened? It's like, here, we closed off this question and this question and this question, but here's a whole new slew of questions for you. All right. The rocks of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago changed the destinies of many people's lives, like the ripples on a pond when a pebble is dropped in. With every answer I get, I learn more about a new mystery. Will I be able to break the chain of mysteries before dawn? Anyway, now that we have the evidence we need, we decide to meet up again at the minister's office. Besides, there are a few things I want to ask Jowd. Yeah, there's a few things I want to ask Jowd. We found the music box, Detective Jowd. Good job, Lynne. I knew you would. Once everything had been resolved, I'd wanted you to give this to him. Him? You mean Inspector Cabanela, right? I don't suppose he'll ever forgive me. Detective Jowd. Now then, let's get this thing open. There's a certain knack to doing it, you know. There's a certain knack. You just yank it. He calls that a knack? Looks more like brute strength to me. How did that... Just looking at that gun about that long and that... You should find scorch marks on the grip. Also, sir, don't... What is it about the justice minister when I have to be like, kids, don't try this at home? Like, you see a bottle of pills, you don't just chug them all. Don't do that at home. You see an antique gun that's supposedly been locked up, but it's not loaded, but it doesn't matter. Don't point a gun at your face. Just, whatever the justice minister does, just assume you're not supposed to do it, okay? Scorch marks? When Camilla built her contraption, she used a special kind of string. It's the kind magicians use. It burns up in an instant and disappears. Yeah, like flash wire type stuff. Why would little Camilla use something like that? I don't know. Maybe because she's a detective's daughter. Not leaving any evidence behind and all that. In the case of report, there was a mention of some scorch marks. I thought he just shot himself in the face, and I'd be like, I'm gonna fix it. You kind of deserve that, man. But no, it's a flashback. When it happened, Camilla was watching from her hiding place. She saw the flame run to the gun, and something she naturally didn't include in her design. Took the gun out of the frame, replaced it. Yeah, we know this part. If you remove the picture, you should find scorch marks behind the frame, too. Those marks should match up with the ones on the gun. In other words, it proves the contraption existed there in that room that day. And it didn't work your way your little girl intended, is that it? Exactly, some cowardly culprit modified the design. But that angle was never brought up in court. And so as Justice Minister, I must call off the execution at this point. I knew I was right. Wasn't Detective Jowd. We can finally prove that. Thank goodness. Thank you, Lynne. In those eyes of yours, I see the eyes of that little girl from 10 years ago. Yeah, about that. Sir. About that. Sissel, if you hadn't come to my cell tonight, I would be gone by now without ever having known any of this. This is what I deserve. It's what I told myself these past 5 years. But things are different now. Thanks to you, my eyes have finally been opened. Tonight, I've come into contact with a lot of people's lives, got involved in their fates. The only reason I was doing it was to regain my own lost memory. But things are different now. We're connected to each other somehow. I just know it. That's why I need to ask you a few more questions in order to find the truth about us. Fair enough. Fire away. I want to know this first. Detective Jowd, you must have heard this name before. Temsic? The meteorite that fell in the park 10 years ago? You were there. So you found out about that, did you? I hear the meteorite saved little Lynne's life. That's right. I couldn't do anything to help Lynne that day. But in that case, I don't get it. If it's true, doesn't it mean you didn't steal someone's life away? What are you talking about? Detective Jowd, you told me that 10 years ago, the person who killed the perpetrator in the park was you. What? But it was the meteorite. I wasn't lying. I stole the man's life away, no question about it. It was entirely my fault. I was just about to shoot him. I would have shot him in the next instant if the meteorite hadn't come. At that point, I was already a murderer. That's not how that works. That's not true. Exactly. Like, okay, fine. You can be upset that, like, I decided I was going to kill someone, but you did not kill anyone. You were trying to save me. Lynne, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's really it. Huh? So, I guess just because he felt guilty about being like, I'm a detective with a gun, I'm gonna shoot someone. Yeah, bam, bam. And like, even though he didn't actually shoot anyone, he feels guilty that he wanted to and was going to, I guess. But again, you are just... Jowd, you have made this so much more complicated than it needs to be. Just because of your... Sissel told me all about it, Detective Jowd. About the manipulator. Yes, and it looks like this manipulator really did a number on the minister, too. Oh, come on. Don't pick on the minister. If he dies again, I'm the one that has to save him. Sissel, do you think that's what happened to me, too? What are you talking about, Lynne? Don't tell me. You were manipulated, too? That's exactly what I think. There was already a part of me that just couldn't believe it. The image of the one who shot me? Oh, the one who shot me. Never mind, that's you. There's a part of me that couldn't believe it, the image of the one who shot me. But now I see the possibility of a new explanation. But who is it? Why did they do it? That's the question, isn't it? The million-dollar question. Who is the manipulator? Why did they want you dead? Why did they want Jowd dead? What else have they done? Just those? Well, oh no, the state secrets. Anyways, Camilla's contraption. We'll keep going. Like, we could speculate on why, or we could just play the game and it'll tell us. Yeah, one of the two. That contraption was a birthday surprise for Camilla's mother, wasn't it? That's right. Something's been bothering me about it, though. I feel like I know that device from somewhere. Yeah, no surprise there. You lost your life once to it because of that machine. Right, I knew it. See, Detective Jowd? But no, I'm afraid I don't see. I told Detective Jowd about it. Told him about seeing the exact same contraption tonight in a completely different place. Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping he's like, yeah, the dude's my friend or whatever. That's very strange indeed. A junkyard on the edge of town. I've never even heard of the place. What's more, I've never told a single soul about that contraption. You haven't? Huh, the old pigeon guy. Who is he?
He's the manipulator.
No, I don't think he is. I don't know what his connection is, but... On that day 10 years ago, a different incident happened at another place. Another place? Yes, in the police headquarters interrogation room. The worst sort of incident. A suspect who was being questioned escaped. Oh, I didn't know about that. I happened to be in the detective division, so I joined the chase. Fortunately, or I guess unfortunately, I was able to track him down alone in the park. Oh. That's why he feels guilty, because if... I mean, again, he's not right, but I get it. If that's what it is, it's like, because he gave chase to the dude felt threatened, picked up Lynne, and like, so he's like, I set this whole thing in motion, it's my fault, I killed him. He's wrong, but I think that's what it is, and I get it, even if I don't agree with it. I fired a warning shot. I wanted to catch him bad. The warning shot made him panic. At the time, I was a young and green detective brandishing my sense of justice like a sword. I made him panic and got you involved, Lynne. It was all my fault. Okay, so he fired the warning shot first, then he takes it. So, again, yeah. I disagree, but I get it. Detective Jowd, all I could see was my target. I couldn't even see you. I'm so sorry, Lynne. So the man who grabbed me died that day. These last 10 years, I've never forgotten his face. And then a few years after that, when my wife Alma died in such a mysterious way, I thought it was fate, my punishment for what I'd done. I painted pictures in my cell, nothing but portraits of people's faces. All the faces of the many people I'd met in my life and didn't want to forget. And tonight... Ooh, I sense a screenshot coming up. I finished my last portrait, the final face I wanted to remember. So you were the one holding Lynne hostage. Which, I mean... The final face. The face of the man in the park that day. Wow, I don't know, maybe not a screenshot coming up. Wait just 1 minute, that can't be! I saw that painting! I saw the face you painted tonight. It was my face! Are you telling me I was the man in the park? That's right. The face of yours is the face I saw 10 years ago. The face of the man whose life I stole, of the man who was pronounced dead at the scene. Wait, hold on, Detective Jowd, that can't be true. I just met Sissel for the first time tonight. He died right in front of me. By the way, the name that I know the man in the park that day by isn't Sissel. Wait, what? From the first minute I laid eyes on you tonight, I've been wondering, who in the world is this guy? I guess we're not gonna find out.
Mr. Minister.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Inspector Cabanella, where are you?
Just be quiet and listen. This is our demand. Metal Gear.
Like, no, don't. I'm gonna.
What?
Demand?
Our demand hasn't changed. The execution must be tonight. Once we've confirmed it's been carried out, we'll release the hostage.
What are you talking about, Inspector Cabanella? You know it wasn't my daughter who was abducted.
Does it really matter who the hostage is? A life is a life. Even if it's the daughter of a death row prisoner.
Huh?
Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately. Wait for our call.
What is it, Mr. Minister? You look paler than ever. What in the world? What's going on, Inspector Cabanella? He's being manipulated. The rock of gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago twisted the fates of many people, started a chain of tragic events. Even now, the chain continues to grow longer. Inspector Cabanella's call proved that to us. Nah, I mean, yes, but no. The greatest mystery of all. Who is this me that I've been chasing all night? Who am I? I'm even further from knowing that when I started. Yeah, obtained a new illustration. But no, it's this Inspector Cabanella's making demands. What's going on? No, I firmly believe that that is the manipulator, not actually Cabanella. First, because we already know that Cabanella's a good guy because Lynne says he's a good guy and we trust Lynne, even though Lynne hasn't known all the like facts, say, about Jowd or whatever. So even from the beginning, when he's like, oh, he's kind of smarmy, whatever, like, we know he's not a bad guy. Second, like, he was there and didn't know what was going on. And, like, yeah, it's like, oh, he was just playing dumb. But, like, no, if the story specifically is like, there is someone here manipulating living people into doing stuff they don't want to do, and we know they did it to the minister, we know they did it to Lynne, like, the fact that Cabanella all of a sudden out of the blue is like, oh, guess what? I'm really making demands of hostages. Like, come on, we know that it's not him. Who could that be?
I definitely believe it's either God or somebody God-related.
Yeah, okay, maybe I better try talking to this person.